You may have read about what happened to Mr. Lawrence Tarpon in the local newspaper, but I doubt you've heard the whole story, the way it unfolded in actuality. On that fateful day, Larry had gotten home from work, cooked and ate his dinner, and was just starting to wash his dishes when...
Hello?
You have 3 minutes left to live. Make your call.
Hello?
You have 2 minutes, 37 seconds left to live, Lawrence.
Who the hell is this?
Make your call.
Hello?
You won't find me by looking out the windows, Lawrence.
What do you want? Who is this?
You have 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to live. Make your call. The police, Lawrence.
Who are you? What the hell do you want?
By the time you explain all this to the police and they arrive, it will be too late. You now have 1 minute, 44 seconds left to live. You'd better make your call, Lawrence. You've made the wrong call again, Lawrence.
What is this?
You now have 1 minute, 32 seconds left to... 911 should only be used in case of an emergency. You now have 1 minute, 25 seconds left to live. No, Lawrence, he can't help you. You have 1 minute, 12 seconds left. Nice try. You now have exactly 1 minute left. Make your call, Lawrence. Make your call. 51 seconds left. Wrong call, Lawrence. 49 seconds. Seconds left to live. Make your call. 42 seconds. Try again, Lawrence. Seconds left until you die, Lawrence. There's still enough time. Better make your call.
Hello?
Olivia?
What the hell do you want, Larry?
Look, I don't know if this is a prank or what, but there's somebody on my phone.
It's been months! You've got a hell of a nerve.
What? No, listen. I don't think I have much time.
You never have time. You never had time, Larry. Do you know how many nights that I sat
I know!
alone in our...
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is the first time I've ever heard you say that.
I know. You know, I still wear my...
Listen, Larry, I gotta go. Maybe we could talk later?
Well...
Larry? Larry?
The local newspaper said that Larry died of an aortic aneurysm,
Larry, what happened?
that he'd made numerous phone calls to his friends and family right before his death,
Larry?
and that he died from the aneurysm while talking to his ex-wife on the telephone. While all of this is true, only you and I know the rest of the story. What we don't know is how much time you have left. Better make your call.
You've had a chance to look over the contract language.
We have.
Shall we discuss the terms then?
The price is a little steep.
You have to understand, this is quite a risk we're talking about. Think about what's at stake. The world's never seen a global financial impact like this before. The disaster caused a pillar of industry to collapse, created a financial vacuum, and altered the future of the business landscape.
We also have some concerns about your proposed plan for indemnity.
The investment approach.
You're playing the percentages, but there's a risk on my client's end as well.
Of course, though it should be pointed out, we're working backward here. Certainty of loss is total in this case.
There's only one that I'm concerned about.
I understand, ma'am, but there is an entire legacy at stake here. The loss of life after this tragedy has been nothing short of catastrophic. And in terms of the financial damage to your late husband's company, the potential losses are immense. I hope you understand the weight of your decision.
Have you ever lost anyone before?
I have.
I mean, truly lost someone, in every sense.
I'm not sure I understand.
They say that time heals all wounds. His name was Marvin. He looked a little bit like you when he was your age. And he was stubborn. More stubborn than you or I. He never knew when to let go. Still, he deserved better.
Most of us do.
I'm not gonna like your decision, am I?
What makes you say that?
You remind me of him. I knew when he wouldn't give up, and I knew when he was holding something back, and when he was telling me what he thought I wanted to hear.
If your application is approved, we can put it into force immediately and retroactively. The Temporal Claims Division will be assigned your case file and will take steps to ensure that no such loss occurred or ever occurs again. We will be in contact with your representatives as soon as we've made our decision.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for yours. I can't accept this.
I'm not a case file or a number on a spreadsheet. Neither was he.
What do you think?
I don't know.
It seems unnecessarily risky. Her pattern of behavior, her past history with him, they don't lend themselves to reliability. There's no predicting their future success or failure.
She's paying a hefty price for that exact variable.
We've been here before. Aside from the obvious financial implications, we have to consider her mental and emotional state. Do you think one time is enough for her?
She has no history of mental illness. Her loss, though recent, is the first of its kind.
There is a billion-dollar company at stake here.
Are you afraid that she'll still be in mourning?
We've invested in scenarios like this before. True, we've had decent returns for the most part. But there is no timetable for mourning the loss of someone close to you. Someone you loved. There are precautions for situations like this, and there are reasons why we typically avoid them. I'll need to review her application further. Ultimately, though, it's going to be your decision.
Every day we see people who want us to let them go back, undo something that happened, something they've done, some mistakes, some tragedy, make it like it never happened. They all want to believe that they can undo those things. That if those things go away, the future can still hold great promise. After all these years, do you know what I've learned? There's simply no insurance for some things.
What a stinking road. Stinking directions. What a stinking day. Well, at least it can't get any worse. Hello? Yes, Marge, it's me. You should know, you called me. What? No, I don't know what time I'm going to be home. I can't tell you when to put the meatloaf in. Listen, I got a situation here. I think I got off the main road too soon. No, yeah, lost. Okay, I'm lost. Listen, I don't want to argue with you, Marge. What? You're breaking up. I'm losing bars. No, bars on the phone. Marge? Oh, great. No bars. A stinking day. What's that thump? Oh, jeez. I hope I didn't hit a dog. Not a dog. Who's that? Here, doggy.
We hear you. Come on out now. Come on. No need for no trouble now. Put that away. Who are you?
I was wondering if you'd seen a dog. I mean, did a dog come through here?
Oh, you traveling with a dog, mister?
No, the dog isn't mine. What I mean to say is, I think I hit a dog with my car and he ran off. I thought I felt this bump and I didn't want to hit a dog with my car.
He thinks he might have hit a dog with his car, right? That's a good one, mister.
What do you mean?
You driving your car?
Fancy man, got a car.
You looked at yourself lately, fancy man?
My clothes. What happened?
I'm Gimp, and this here's Rags. What do you go by, mister?
Huh?
Your name, fancy man?
It's Bill.
Man couldn't hardly remember his own name, Gimp.
Yeah, I heard. You in Dutch? You got trouble following you?
No trouble. I was afraid I hit a dog. I didn't want to hurt any dog.
Yeah, we know. With your car.
Yeah, that's right.
There ain't no car. Look at yourself. You a hobo, same as us. He fooling with us, Gimp.
Nah, he ain't fooling. You ain't fooling, are you, mister? You okay in the head?
There's nothing wrong with me.
You got any butts, mister? Huh? Any coffin nails?
What? No, I don't smoke.
You got any hooch?
Let him be, Rags.
Well, maybe he drinks. Most hobos drink.
I'm not a hobo, I tell you. I have a car, and a wife, and a job.
No shame here, mister. We're on the same boat. No jobs to be had. Not for a long time. Well, we ain't had jobs since Pittsburgh, right, Rags? Pittsburgh in 32.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
You been riding the rails long, mister? Drifting?
What are you talking about? Rails? Drifting? 32? What's going on here? What year is this?
1934.
Is that a steam whistle?
What else is it gonna be? Train's coming.
You're in a bad way, ain't you?
No, this is impossible. I'm in the Depression.
Depression? Yeah, that's what the papers say.
Well, we ready to go, Gimp?
Yeah, buddy, we'll be catching out any minute. You're welcome to go with us.
Catching out?
Hop in the next freight.
No, I'm not going anywhere but home. I'm going home to my wife, don't you understand?
Last chance, buddy.
No, I'm no hobo. Why won't you believe me? I don't belong here. This is all history. It's already happened. It only exists in books. You're not real.
You're crazy. You ain't right in the head.
Come on, Rags. I think it's best if you travel by yourself. Good luck, too.
I gotta get home. Oh. Marge, is that you? Yeah, honey. Oh, I was lost. I was so lost. But I'm coming home. Put on the meatloaf. Marge, love you. Oh.
Mr. Walker's office. Yes, sir. Meetings all day. How about Thursday? Sounds good. We will see you then. Bye-bye. Mr. Walker's office? Yes, sir. By this afternoon. I'll let him know. You have a nice day too. Bye-bye. Sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
Mr. Henderson called. He wants to make sure your RFP is ready by the end of the day.
That's why I came in early. I'm putting the finishing touches on it right now.
I'll let him know.
Oh, could you also tell him go Broncos?
Broncos?
Last night's game. My Broncos beat his Giants 31-20.
I'll rub it in for you.
Perfect. Oh, and Jane, could you find me some crayons and a coloring book? Something with animals in it.
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
Daddy,
Yes, dear.
what you doing?
I'm trying to finish up this RFP so we can get out of here.
Oh. Daddy,
Yes, dear.
what's an RFP?
RFP means request for proposal.
What's that?
Well, that's when Daddy asks someone else to propose or to make a suggestion to the company.
That sounds funny.
It is. Now, do you want to sit here talking about business reports all day, or do you want me to finish up so we can go to the zoo?
Can we see the elephants?
Go play.
Sorry, sweetie. I don't have any coloring books. And here's some paper so you can draw.
I'm going to draw Daddy a picture of an elephant.
I bet Daddy will like that. I swear, Olivia gets bigger and smarter every time I see her.
Luckily, Joyce let me have her. Usually when I ask to have Olivia during the day, she says, no, but there's always tomorrow. We're finally getting a chance to see the Central Park Zoo together.
Here's your mail. I also have some requests that need your approval.
Can they wait? We're just about to leave.
Mr. Henderson was adamant that these be completed today.
He knows that I'm fine. They'll just take a second.
He also wanted to know if you'll handle the shareholders presentation this afternoon.
That'll take all day. Didn't you tell him that I was...
I reminded him of your important meeting, but he told me to inform you that you work for him, not the other way around.
Fine. Can you at least clear my schedule for tomorrow?
I'll make sure of it. Do you want me to get your wife on the line?
Thank you, Jane.
Daddy,
Yes, sweetie.
I made an RFP for you.
Sweetheart, how would you feel about waiting until tomorrow to go see the elephants?
Do you have more work?
Just for today. Besides that, I hear that beautiful little girls named Olivia get free ice cream all day tomorrow.
Are you sure?
I'll even put it on my calendar.
Okay, Daddy.
There's always tomorrow.
I was thinking we could go to Chicago for vacation this year. We could stay with my sister. There are lots of fun things to do there. Does that sound like a good idea? I think we'd have fun. Kevin, are you listening to me?
What the hell just happened?
What do you mean?
I was just... Is this a dream?
Hey, Kev, what should we fix for dinner?
How about stuffed green peppers?
Oh, we haven't had those in forever. Good idea.
It's gotta be a dream. No, wait! Damn it.
What's wrong?
I just got shot.
Shot? You got shot?
Well, I mean, I was... Some guy in a mask came in, and he had a gun, and he shot me. And then I was sitting here. Earlier, I got home, I hung up my coat, and then I was on the floor with bullet holes in me. And then I was cleaning green peppers.
Dear, what are you talking about?
Something's going on. I thought it was just a dream, but this is all too real. I keep jumping around. One minute I'm here, the next I'm somewhere else, and in the middle of it, I got shot.
Why would anyone shoot you? Who shot you?
I don't know. It's Just some guy in a mask. He was standing just inside the door over there. He had a gun and he shot me. There. It just happened again.
What happened again?
I just jumped forward. I was just telling you about it while we were setting the table, and it happened again, and here I am.
You didn't tell me anything like that.
But I just...
Hi. Are you okay?
I don't...
What are you doing?
No! No! No!
You didn't think I was serious? Now where is the disc?
Where's what? What does he want?
All right, now you know why I'm here. I don't want any trouble. Just give me the disc and I'll go.
Disc? Whoa, I don't know what you're talking about. You can take anything you want, just leave us alone. We don't want any trouble either.
Would you like some wine, dear?
There has to be some way out of this.
The way out of what?
It's like a maze.
Some way out of what?
It would take too long to explain, and you won't remember anyway.
Why did you shoot him? He doesn't know anything and you know it.
True. But I wanted you to see just how seriously my employer views this matter.
Fine. You want the disc? Here. Now get out.
Thank you so much for such a lovely night.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry. I never meant for you to be involved. I didn't know they would come here.
What?
Stay with me, baby. Stay with me. Kevin, I'm so
Thank you for taking the transfer on such short notice, Amy. I know the move was probably a little bit stressful, but I think this will be a good step in your career.
The move went pretty smoothly, actually, but I am a little concerned about my new responsibilities. They weren't really explained to me.
I'm sorry about that. It's actually pretty standard around here. We often need ideas and people faster than we can explain.
Okay, well, can you fill me in now?
This is the theoretical branch of the company.
Like research and development?
Not exactly. It's very important for us to stay one step ahead of our competition. But in order to do so, we need to re-examine our corporate philosophy and weed out any underperforming ghosts of business past. For about 4 minutes, our corporate motto was the cutting edge of business. And that's really where we believe we want to operate. However, even our most elementary assumptions must be challenged, so we changed the motto immediately. Just last month, we increased productivity 3% by removing the water cooler from the building.
So you got rid of a water cooler to increase productivity.
Not completely. We just moved it.
But wouldn't that take more time if you moved it?
Amy, I think you're missing the point. Do you think you're up for the task?
Certainly see, won't we?
This way. Come on. Hey guys, this is Amy. She's the transfer from the Cleveland office.
Hi, Amy.
Amy, welcome. Sit down so we can start.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm just testing out a new idea I had to make gradings more efficient. It's not working.
Why don't we have a seat? So, what's on the agenda today? Come on, guys. There has to be something. Time is money.
That's it.
Time is money? Possibly the most uncreative cliche in business? What we need is a new outlook on corporate time. Corporate time.
Corporate time. Corporate time. I've got it. The Eleatics.
The who?
The pre-Socratic philosophers, Parmenides and Zeno, said motion and change are impossible. Everything is either already something or perpetually in the process of becoming. And since there are definite things like this chair, it follows that time, motion, and change are illusory. Seriously, Zeno illustrated this by way of the paradoxes. You know, Achilles and the turtle?
Wait.
The dichotomies?
Wait, so time is an illusion?
Yes!
How does that make us money? Should you just go ahead and tell the employees it's okay to do absolutely nothing? Get out of here, you're fired.
Yes, but Zeno's theory also states that in order for me to get to that door, I first have to be able to walk halfway there. But before I could do that, I would have to walk a quarter of the way, an eighth of the way, 16th of the way, and so on ad infinitum. I'll never make it out that door.
That sounds dreadfully complex.
You may as well just sit back down.
We never make it out the door. We'll never make it out the door.
Einstein, the theory of relativity. Time is less like a straight line and more like two converging cones. Like the spaceship and the twins. Time is not money, time is relative. Our night sky is inhabited by stars that no longer exist. Because the speed of light is finite, the present is made up of light from the past. Light from the past.
How would we build that? I don't know, anything cyclic? Like the Mayans or the eternal return?
The end of the world, it's a PR disaster.
And Nietzsche was the poster boy for the Third Reich.
That was not his fault!
Oh, come on. The Übermensch?
Oh, just because Heidegger was a super Nazi doesn't
the
mean his
will to
inspirations
power
were true!
was a prereq for
Who's
the
next on the
German
watch out? Who's
military
next?
establishment.
Aristotle! Socrates!
Hey, can we... Let's...
You seem pretty certain of that, Heisenberg.
Vonnegut says that we can become unstuck in time.
What do you mean?
That our perception of time flowing is odd. Really, everything is happening all at once.
Then why do our meetings seem so long?
How does this help us?
Well, we could potentially get all the work done all at once.
That's a great idea.
Nice
work, boss.
Okay.
So we need employees who don't perceive time as humans.
Time is money. Oh, no.
Maybe instead of thinking about this scientifically, we need to consider the problem more symbolically.
I don't know what you mean. I'm very angry about it.
Wait, let her talk.
Well, the problem is, people consider their most real moments to be the times when they're not at work, times when they're doing things they feel are most unique to themselves. But many indigenous cultures feel like these are the moments that mean nothing at all. They believe in something called sacred time, where for them, authenticity, it only occurs when they align themselves with a higher archetype. Whether they're fighting or making love, their most meaningful moments occur when they're wearing the mask of the warrior, the hunter, the shaman. If we could convince the salesman, the mail clerk, the executive that this is where their lives are most meaningful, well, we wouldn't even have to pay them anymore. Money becomes obsolete.
Colleagues, I think we should pray to our ancestral gods, find some animal furs, and share the good news.
Ooka-kala bunga, 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 ooka-kala bunga.
Amy, good first day.
Thank you.
Well, Boyle, where have you been, stranger?
Hey, Murray. I've been super busy, but it was a home run day today. Give me a summer shandy draft.
Summer's come and gone, lad. Perhaps you'd like something in season, like winter ale.
A little too dark. Make it a light draft. Hey, the scenery around here has certainly improved. Do you know that hottie over there?
You mean the young lady? No, never seen her before. Okay, why don't you buy her a glass of wine?
Okay, all right.
And I'll see what I can find out.
Oh, thank you.
You ready? Her name is Margaret Mary, Maggie to her friends. She's a finance officer from Wells Fargo and just transferred in from Chicago. And she thanks you for her drink. Now, it's up to you, laddie.
I need a shot of courage. Give me a bourbon.
What's this?
My library card, and it's a good thing I have it.
Why?
Because I am totally checking you out. Hi. People call me Sean, but you can call me tonight.
Would you please excuse me while I visit the ladies' room?
Man, I'm losing it. I never even got to first base.
First base. You struck out.
I know I can do this. Wish I could have one more shot at it.
I think I can arrange that. Now, get out of here, come back in, and start over. Trust me. Trust me, lad. Go.
Excuse me, miss, are you from Tennessee? 'Cause you're the only 10 I see. I'm sorry, I seem to have lost my virginity. May I take yours? Need any help unzipping your files? If I told you you had a nice body, would you hold it against me? You must be a computer whiz, 'cause you're turning my software into hardware. So, you're from the Windy City. I bet I could guess how hard you can blow. If I were a trash collector, would it be all right if I showed you my junk? I really like your dress. I'd like it even more on my floor. Would you mind excusing yourself so that I can sniff your seat? Makes perfect sense.
Look, boyo, she's a lady. She's not going to fall for these cheap pickup lines. I'll give you one more chance. And don't be such a jerk. Be honest, sincere, and be a gentleman.
I'm sorry, I've just had a really rough day today, and it always makes me feel better to see a beautiful woman smile. So would you please smile for me? Hi, I'm Sean. Actually, my day today was really great.
Thanks for the wine. You know, I had a great day too. And I'm Maggie, by the way.
Hi.
Hi. I noticed you when you came in.
You noticed me?
You have nice eyes.
You know, they say the eyes are the windows to our souls.
Oh, my soul would love to meet yours.
Really?
My place or yours?
This is it, right?
Yeah, this is it. The boyfriend, Joseph Murdoch.
So Simons and Craig gave him the bad news?
Says in bad shape. Shock. They suggested he see a doctor, but he wouldn't have it.
So he's a prime suspect.
Not exactly. Not at this point.
So what do we ask him?
Don't worry about that. I'll do the talking. You go look around. Let's just see if we can shed any light on the situation. Mr. Murdoch, this is the police. Mr. Murdoch, are you inside? Mr. Joseph Murdoch? Mr. Murdoch. This is Sergeant Davis and Inspector Stevens. Mr. Murdoch, I understand this is a difficult time for you, but I need to ask you a few questions. I understand that you and the victim were involved for some time.
Sarah. Sarah, she's such a beautiful girl. Sarah, seven now. Exactly 7.
7. What do you mean by 7, Mr. Murdoch?
7.
7 what, Mr. Murdoch? Can you tell me if Miss Jensen had any enemies?
Enemies? Enemies of Sarah. Sarah would always yell.
Did you two fight often?
What?
Did you two fight often?
Fight? Me fight? No. Sarah was the fighter.
What do you mean? Mr. Murdoch, the autopsy shows she was strangled with a scarf. Possibly the same scarf she may have been wearing at the time. Her purse was found with her cell phone and wallet still inside, untouched. So we're ruling out robbery as a motive at this time. We need to know, Mr. Murdoch, did Miss Jensen have any enemies?
Sarah, last time I saw her, we had a fight. Now, she's gone. Gone. She was my life. And now, she is gone. Gone.
Mr. Murdoch,
Gone. 7. Gone.
Mr. Murdoch.
7 and 4.
I thought it was 7.
No. It's 7 and 4. Don't you see? 7 and 4. 7 and 4. 7 and
I'm sorry.
4.
7 and 4. Mr. Murdoch, what does 7 and 4 mean?
7 and 5. 7 and 5.
Mr. Murdoch, tell me about this fight you had with Miss Jensen.
Fight. Fight. Pretty Sarah likes to fight. Would you please tell me the time?
It's 6:06.
7 and 6.
No. 6 and 6.
7 and 6.
Time of death. At 7 hours and 6 minutes ago. Seven, 6.
Hey!
.607. Now it's 1. 0 and 1. 0 and 1. 0 and 1.
I am Shelly of the North. I am a knight. What was once seen by common folk and royalty alike as a mere puppet hath been chiseled into a proud and virtuous warrior. While nary a soul could see the knight within, my destiny would shine mightily and illuminate the way. Prithee, Stay for a moment, and I shall regale thee with the story of my adventure. An adventure that can only be described as
lunacy.
That's certainly not gonna help.
You're right, Marie. I'm sorry. It's just that she's spaced out again, and I don't think she's heard much of anything I've said.
Mary! Yes?
What? Oh, nay, good woman. Mary, 'tis an exclamation.
Oh, God, are you serious?
I shall have thee know that I have heard those childish remarks. Pray tell where this concern originates from, so I may end thy suffering henceforth.
That whole old Englishy talk and the costume thing. You're living in the past, Shelly, and it isn't healthy. Look, I know you're going through a bit of a rough patch, but
perchance it is thou who art caught up in the fantasy of the everyday.
I think what Don is trying to say is that maybe you took a coping mechanism too far and kind of got lost. I mean, I don't think they even had female knights back then.
actually, there was the Order of the Hatchet in the middle of the 12th century in Catalonia. Women of that order had a lot of privileges, like tax exemption and even precedence over men.
What ho! The Order of the Hatchet! Thank you, Sir Donald the Wise.
And in Italy, there was the Order of the Glorious Saint Mary, which lasted until 1550. Ooh.
Thanks a lot for that.
I can't help it if Sir Donald the Wise is a wealth of random knowledge.
Now see what you've done, Mr. Wikipedia.
Well, you try then.
Stay thy blade.
Ah, fair maiden Marie, wherefore doth thou interrupt my training?
Shelly, look, everybody has ways of dealing with stress. I know I have mine, but
One of my favorites is to do crosswords.
But this isn't that. This is an escape. Now, I know it's hard living in the present when every time you go to work, you run a strong chance of potentially ruining someone's life.
'Tis the result of a greedy, corrupt lord who lusts to empty the pockets of the people he claims to serve.
The bottom line does take priority over what's right sometimes.
I know that last case broke your heart. But running away from dealing with it, especially centuries and centuries away from it, it'll only take longer to get past it. Do you know what I mean?
I guess.
So does this mean that Shelly of the North is ancient history?
I am Shelly Welch. I am an insurance claims adjuster. I may not belong to the Order of the Hatchet, or any order for that matter, but I still hold true the virtues of what being a knight means. I use the past not as a shield, but as a blade to slice through the darkness of melancholia. I am no longer a resident of a bygone era. But it doesn't mean I can't visit there from time to time.